everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Panthers going up against the Broncos. With that, I'm proud to introduce our new Madden broadcast team for 2016. Making their regular season debut, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, it is indeed an exciting night for all of us on the Madden team, and after a long offseason, we are ready for some football here in Denver. Tonight, we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2016 between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. And what a spark in Week 1, a rematch of the Super Bowl, partner.
And thank you, schedule makers. What a great way to kick off the season. These two getting back at each other. Denver, they did it all with defense last year. Now we want to see if they can continue to go on that track. And how about Carolina? 15-1 in the regular season last year, but losing in the Super Bowl, they're itching for revenge.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So here are the defending NFC champs on offense now. They're led out, of course, by Cam Newton, maybe looking for a little revenge here against the Broncos after his performance in Super Bowl 50.
What a tough day for him, right? Day, evening, it was just difficult. Hard to get things going for he and his teammates on offense. A struggle trying to find open receivers and complete pass. What was he, 18 for 41?
Yep, no touchdowns and a pick.
No touchdowns and a pick, and then a key fumble late in the game. So it was just a total slog for him in that one. You're right, redemption, revenge, I think they're both on his mind.
Offense. Still first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
Third and long, it's Newton. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, the Panthers hand things over to the veteran Andy Lee to punt it away. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
C.J. Anderson may not be a Pro Bowl runner, but he knows how to run big in big games.
Yeah, he sort of sealed the Super Bowl for them in the 4th quarter. Big game against the Patriots last year on a Monday night, but only 720 yards all told in 2015.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Oh, maybe a free play for Simeon. On the move to his left. And an alley to run. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be a 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. They'll roll him out right. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Their big tight end, 59 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Stewart again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
I love watching T.J. Ward play. Whether it's covering in the deep zones or blitzing, this man makes plays.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
2nd and 10, Newton again. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Multiple pass deflections in this game for Chris Harris Jr., undrafted out of Kansas, came on the scene as a rookie, was on the all-rookie team, and he's such a presence now.
Think about the mental toughness it takes to be undrafted and have an impact on the league in such a short amount of time. That means he didn't care what people thought about him. He was going to prove them different, and that's exactly what he's done. And even in this game here, why do they keep throwing in his area? Don't do it.
So here are the defending Super Bowl champion Broncos on offense now. They're led out by their quarterback out of Northwestern University. It's Trevor Siemian.
This young man is near and dear to my heart. I saw him play in high school. Olympia High School in Orlando, Florida, where he was a prolific passer, real smooth in delivering the football. Had to sit a while at Northwestern before he got his chance to be a full-time starter. Showed his potential. Drafted late in the process by Denver. And now he's got a chance to be a starter in the NFL. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So that'll do it for the first quarter as we kick off another season. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Charles and I back to Denver after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Anderson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Green, 39. Watching that, Barney. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Siemian, left side here to Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now Siemian. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Watching that, Barney. Barney.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a first down throw, Siemian. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yep. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. In the backfield is Anderson. They go play action here on first down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the eye. Simeon's going to keep it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Oh, maybe a free play for Simeon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target, and it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. That was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not just take the 3?
I know that not all the old rules apply in today's NFL, and in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was probably a good play. I don't know that even the analytics coach would have said that. That seemed like a bad play. Take the points there.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
Simeon on first down. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Flushed out right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Watching now, Barney.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 37 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. McManus now for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A dump off here to Stewart. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a second down. And they're going to speed things up here. A final shot before the break. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Broncos are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Panthers won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Now to the middle of the first. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown, giving them an early lead. Now 1st and 10. Shorts has got to get to the quarterback here. This ends up as a loss of 9. Lined up at the 38. He'll get out of the pocket to complete the pass. And a quick 3-play drive ends with a score.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers defense gearing up as they take the field. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
and I could just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half, offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. He'll buy some time right. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. In the backfield is Anderson. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Their big tight end. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, they run with Stewart. And he stopped immediately there. And now Stewart still down after the play. And you hope it's not a re-aggravation of that foot injury. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Third down at 8 now. They fake the give. Newton. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
To throw on second down is Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
first down throw for Newton. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Here's Newton. It's brought in right side by Ginn. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Newton on third down. And Ginn's got it. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Newton now to throw. His pass caught at the 4. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
3 down, 3 down. What is that? 180. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's go now.
Cam looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a first down throw, Simeon. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
He was trying to get it to Cameron Artis-Payne, and that'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Newton on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And on 2nd and 10 now. back to the air. Simeon on second down. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vance Walker in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. And the inaugural carry here for Fonzie Whitaker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Time for a break. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Throwing is Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Does the big boy have the juice? The 20. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos defense coming back onto the field.
Watch the pass. Check.
There's a handoff to begin the drive to Artis Payne. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Newton. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Newton. He dumps it off to Artis Payne. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to let it, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ted Ginn, 32 2 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Panthers defense as they get set to go again. They have not had their best performance tonight in this one, partner.
And you know it's tough, and I don't know how it is for you, but building towards a night game, that crescendo.
I didn't play.
But
You tell me.
But us getting ready to broadcast. Sometimes you want to do it a little bit earlier, right? You feel your peak coming. Maybe that's what happened with them, that somewhere in the day they should have kicked off earlier because by the time we got to the night, things tended to fall flat.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Broncos, they begin defense of their Super Bowl title and the post-Peyton era with a victory here in the opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners in their first game of their title defense as we say goodnight from Denver.